That's you fun.
No.
Oh my.
Oh.
It is now recording. Let me start the timer. All right. Hello, guys. This is Let's Talk About Anime Podcast, episode 3. Today.
That's you fun.
No.
Oh my.
Oh.
It is now recording. Let me start the timer. All right. Hello, guys. This is.
It's one of the anime that I need to catch back up on.
Can I have a hot take with you guys?
Sure.
I dropped Demon Slayer season 3 to watch Oshinoko.
To be fair, I heard Oshinoko is really good, even though the first episode.
I dropped Demon Slayer season 3 just because I can just solely focus on Oshinoko as it comes out, because I caught up to the manga.
Oh, you're reading the manga for it?
I'm reading the manga as it comes out, and I'm watching the anime as it comes out. And
How many episodes is it at right now?
7. And I think it's up to 11 episodes.
Okay, I was just curious about it. I heard it was good. I've seen like the main parts of it already, even though I haven't watched the full first episode.
I'll just say this first episode will make you cry.
Oh, I've seen what happened. I know what happened.
It will make anyone cry. Like, I watched it twice already, and it's like, fuck, that is sad.
It's interesting though because of the author?
Yeah.
Because he did two. I can't think of the name of the one of them. Who had Chica in it? I can't remember the name of it.
Love is War.
Yeah, he did that one. And then he did another idol one. I don't know that one at the top of my head. So it's kind of interesting how he went from those to very dark.
I think was it Love is War and Oshinoko is connected. Because was it in the manga they reference a manga in the manga to Kaguya-sama Love is War that has that same manga, and it's literally just a connected like universe story.
Interesting.
So you guys want to talk about more of what we're currently watching, or should we head to what's your favorite anime?
I mean Demon Slayer is what I'm watching. We actually we have that watch party tomorrow, right, Iceman?
Yes. So yeah, we'll be having a watch party tomorrow. It's gonna be at 3:15 because tomorrow I'm gonna be out with my best friend.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I'll be out with my best friend, and then we'll have the watch party when I get back.
Okay, that's fine.
Also, watching the Mario movie too.
Oh, the Mario movie?
Yeah, so it's a
Let me know how that one is.
Yeah, so I mean, no, the watch party is what I meant.
Oh.
So it's gonna be we're gonna watch both catch up on Demon Slayer and then go right into the Mario movie.
Oh, okay, I see.
Honestly, the Mario movie's good. Like, for what it is for a video game, to be that good and be better than Sonic. Sonic was mid at best.
I like the fact how they had to change the Sonic character, like the design of it from the original.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
That original was
y'all remember
so
that,
bad.
right?
That original was so bad.
Did that give you nightmares?
It still does to this day. Man.
Yeah, that was
that certainly was something.
I do say the second Sonic movie was good. I like Knuckles in it.
Yeah, the second one was pretty good, but
the Knuckles made it for me.
Right.
But was it? It's Sonic. They put Sonic isekai'd into the human world, which is They pretty much that's what they did. It's like Mario. It's like Illumination did it, and like it was just the perfect pairing for it. It's not like they put Mario into live action human people like how Sonic did. Imagine how much crap that would have been.
Y'all gotta tell me how that is though, because I usually don't go. I don't have to watch movies as much anymore. At least at the theaters, anyway. just because usually, at least that I've seen, most movies now are mid at best, or they don't turn out as good as what people think. So I usually wait for reviews and all that fun stuff.
I'm the same. Like, I think in the last year, I've only been to the theater maybe twice.
Yeah, that too, and it's like it costs more too because like what tickets are like $8, and then like if you want like popcorn and stuff, it's like $7. It's like what?
Yeah, I like around where I live. It's not so those kind of theaters where you can like dine. It's like reclining chairs and you can
dine-in ones. AMC.
That's all.
AMC,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. AMC, Studio Movie Grill, and then Look, which is a fairly new one. Like Look Theaters, Look Cinema. That's what it's called. At least around where I live. But
never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's basically a Studio Movie Grill, but it's new. That's basically it.
All it is, it's just new.
Yeah, that's all it is to me personally. But around where I live, it's nothing but those kind of theaters. There's no like, old school theater, that kind of thing. So tickets and everything around there are like $12 to $15, not counting
Holy shit.
the food and everything.
12, 15?
So, yeah,
dude,
$12 to $15.
Expensive movie ticket.
What the heck?
Like a children's ticket is $10 where I live.
No.
Hey, no, that's like AMC.
No.
That's why I don't go out to theaters very often. I usually will either watch it digital when it comes out, or I'll find some third-party website and don't tell anybody about that.
Since we're on the topic of movies, have you guys seen John Wick, the latest?
I have not seen the John Wick movies, but I've heard good things about them.
I've seen the third one. That's when I went on the cruise, so that one was good. That one's really good.
The fourth one is 3 hours long. It's literally its own, what do you call it, Lord of the Rings length.
Wait, wasn't the third one just as long though? I thought it was just as long as that.
The third one was like 2 hours something.
Oh, interesting.
Cool.
Let me see here. 2 hours 11 was John Wick 3. 4 was, I think, capped like almost 3 hours.
I could have sworn the third one was like 3 hours, at least 3 hours. I remember watching. I was like, "This is long, guys. It's fantastic, but damn, this is long."
John Wick is a freaking like roller coaster in terms of just so much stuff can happen between just all 4 of the movies. Like it's literally like, what was it, Hitman the movie, but if it was Keanu Reeves, literally that. So let's see here. I like how your chat is pretty active. So
I'm busy.
Video games, Persona 5. We've all played it.
Yes.
Ironically, that's how I met Iceman.
Yeah.
What was that, like 2 years ago? 3? I don't know.
It's about 2 years ago.
I remember it was when Pun invited me to Red Layla's. And I saw the pop up. I said, because she has like the
automated, like
yeah.
So
occasionally I would check those out, even on other people's Discord if I get it. So I'll occasionally catch a couple people, and then I saw yours come up, and all I saw was Persona. I said, "Say less. Let me go check this out."
Say less. It says Persona 5.
You always have to say Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal. That's basic. And then everybody knows what you're talking about. It's like if you don't play video games, but you know who Mario is. That's basically what Persona 5 is.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like,
even if you don't play JRPGs or Yeah, JRPGs.
Yeah. It's interesting too because like, P4 was good, right? But
Mhm.
P5 really hit all the audience. Like that's the crazy part. Because P4 was good, but like P5 just went
Right,
on another level. It was crazy.
right. And I think when Joker was announced to be in Smash, I think that really like
Oh, that
put it on the
blew up.
map. That really blew the game up. That really I think established Persona as like a brand.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it was a brand. The issue was like it's one of those like more specific.
Yeah, it was a niche kind of.
Kinda. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
call it fully
Yeah, it was-
niche. I think it's just one of those is like it was pretty popular on release because they did a better job promoting it. That's the only reason why I saw it was because they've been promoting it on the west
Yeah.
side more.
Mhm.
But
I think from Persona 4, it was more of a cult hit.
yeah,
And then once Persona 5 came out with Joker being in Smash is when it went full mainstream.
Yeah.
yeah, because what's funny too about the Smash one was like I was highly surprised they actually let them get Joker. 'Cause I didn't think Atlas was gonna do that. 'Cause Atlas, is pretty stingy about who gets their IP,
Their
or
IP,
uses it.
yeah.
That's the interesting part.
So what's your thought on what they might do in Persona 6? Because I feel like they could do a college
Oh, I want them to
character.
do a college.
Because it
It was
need
I'm
to
the
be
same.
full adult. It could just be college character and more adult
content.
topics in the game.
Well, but that'll be hard though, right? Because they had the Shin Megami Tensei, which was the predecessor to Persona, which is more of a darker tone and more adult theme. So it kind of depends. That's the issue. That's probably the reason why they haven't really hit the more adult side is because of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise.
Isn't it Persona like so how do I explain it? Is it Persona like is it Shin Megami like the main thing and Persona's
The
like a
main,
spinoff?
yeah.
It was
Okay.
originally was what happened until obviously when P3 dropped, it became more of its own mainstream because I think they did like a test trial with Persona because they have 1 and 2 a
Mhm.
Persona that most people probably
No one
don't
talks
remember.
about.
Don't know. I've never played it myself.
Yeah, it was their test trial to it because they went a different route with those. Oh my! So like it was their test trial, and so when P3 hit, that's when they decided like, yeah, this would be a like another type, and that's when they kind of made their own mainstream separate titles at that point. I think because that's like
Wait,
really when they
are we
started
on speaker? I'm
deviating
gonna
from the Shin
quote a
Megami
title
Tensei.
you.
Wait, what?
Are you on speaker? Because I heard that sound bit.
It probably was loud. It was the soundbite. It's probably loud. I'll lower it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard that one.
That was my You don't know how often I have to hear that from Can. One's loud. That one's a funny inside joke one from a game. Another game's a gotcha game. And so basically, me and Ken can play a game called Arknights. It's the tower defense, right? And so this character that you just heard, she's a 3-star, which you get consistently a lot to the point where you're tired of seeing her every 5 seconds when you do a pull. And so Kinka thought it would be a good idea to reverb the shit out of that audio by 4. And that's where this audio has come from now, and it bothers me every time I hear it. It's just suffering.
PTSD.
Oh man.
Oh,
Ain't that
Kind of
fun?
reminds me of a certain character that I in Genshin Impact. I'm not Kim will already know what I'm talking about.
what's the character?
Paimon.
Oh no, Paimon.
Oh my. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So, we still got 40 minutes left into this whole
There's plenty of
recording.
stuff to talk about.
We got a lot.
Definitely got a lot we could talk about.
Have you guys played Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild? Have you guys finished this?
I have not touched any Zelda since I don't even. It is one of the original Zelda games. I was on the Game Boy. I have not touched it since then.
Oh
Oh wow.
jeez.
Yeah, that was. I mean, at the time, like, Nintendo had all their consoles and stuff, and I was a PlayStation baby once I got the PS2 in my hands. Yeah, that never changed after. So the only Zelda I played was, like, one of the original ones. I don't remember what it's called, though.
Really?
Wow.
Because like for me, I recently just beat Breath of the Wild, and that game is. I can see why it won a lot of awards. Like the game is absolutely like really well made, and I think like people should play. It's such a fun game.
So
I don't know. I might try it. I've been told to try it. It's just backlog of games.
oh man, I feel that. I feel you on that, Kimmy.
Well, the other issue too, right, is like compared to like other consoles in their games, right? Nintendo never puts things on discount. It's always gonna be $60.
So it's gonna be in 60s. Oh, in this case, $70.
Is it 70?
$70 for
Yeah,
Tears.
Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom 70.
Oh my. So like that's what bothers me sometimes with Nintendo. Like they'll never put it on discount, which if I probably usually don't ever buy most of their games unless I'm forced to by somebody. But
Animal Crossing Stream 1.
Oh yeah, Kimmy, did you play the most recent Animal Crossing?
The
She
Horizon?
has it.
Yeah.
I have it. I haven't touched it. I don't know how. It probably has a lot of weeds everywhere. But yeah, I do have I have Animal Crossing Horizon. Is that what I don't remember the title.
New Horizon.
ACH something.
New Horizons.
Yeah. I do have it. Because I was forced to.
So I have been playing Tears of the Kingdom. I have not played Breath of the Wild. I would say in the 2 hours I've played it so far, I can already see why a lot of people love the game and why a lot of gaming publications give it the scores they give it, because the game is beautiful. Like
it's stunning.
Yo,
I did see some gameplays of it, so it does.
there is like I like how there's you can have more than one way to solve a puzzle. Like there's no like one way to do things. There's like multiple ways. Yeah, I like how creative. I like the creative approach that you can come across doing things with it. And so far the game it's blown my mind away. Even though I've only played a couple hours into the game. Like to tell you to say I'm only a couple hours in the game and still in the tutorial.
Oh yeah, I heard the tutorial's pretty long in this one.
It's
like,
long.
Even in Breath of the Wild, like tutorial, you're gonna be in tutorial for like a good 4 or 5 hours before you even branch out to the other part of the map.
Oh wow.
Wait, but Eisner, are you not confused about the story, even though you haven't played the first one?
I pretty much understand it because I watched some YouTube videos on it.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much familiar with the story and everything.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I know like sometimes that will be an issue if you get in the middle of a franchise and it's like, oh no,
Right.
I don't.
I mean, I was gonna start playing Breath of the Wild, but then Tears of the Kingdom was killed out, and I was like, I can just YouTube Breath of the Wild and watch everything from there, and then go into Tears of the Kingdom. So
which is the easiest way to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing with another series that my friend said I should play.
Well, for me, I played Breath of the Wild right before the launch of Tears. So like I beat Breath of the Wild like maybe a week after Tears of the Kingdom came out, and it's like I want to get to all the shrines and stuff and shit. It's like the game is massive. It's like there's 150 shrines and I only got 50. It's like I still need more. Was it more?
I'll be right back, guys.
Like what do you call it? More
Go
stuff
searching?
to find, and all the Korok seeds. There's like 900, and I only got like 20. It's like, bruh, gay.
Actually, I was watching I didn't finish it. There was a video saying 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom in one day.
Oh yeah, someone did in like 2 weeks, I think.
Oh no, this dude did it in a day.
A day? Wait, I
And
think
he
I've
was
seen that
speedrunning.
video.
Well, he was like a speedrunner, I think. And so he did a lot of tricks. Because one of the tricks, I don't know how he did. He was flying across the map, bro. And it's like I don't know. I think it's more of a glitch than a bug. Or if you do a certain movement, you can fly across the screen without even using a stamina. That's how he traveled.
I think that's the Breath of the Wild video where they use all the the glitches.
I don't know if it was Breath of the Wild. I could have sworn it was Tears of the Kingdom. Because I mean, people already finished it.
Well, people are already doing duplication glitches, but Nintendo's still fixing it as we speak. Nintendo's not touching Breath of the Wild anymore.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure he did it in one day. But there were some interesting videos. A lot of interest. I saw a lot of with Tears of the Kingdom too. You know, with the new building mechanism, right, or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. I've seen some very interesting Twitter posts of some contraptions people have made.
Oh, I've seen those. It's like
I would say they're not
you guys
appropriate
are
for stream,
making
but
war machines.
someone made like a Gundam kind of like
A
yeah,
mecha?
basically a Gundam suit, basically, and stuff like that. But there were some that were not appropriate for stream, so I won't show them.
Was it some Japanese guy made a gun in Tears of the Kingdom? It's like, bruh, what
You can do a lot of
the
things.
fuck?
I mean, I heard in beta, like a lot of people made a lot of stuff. Like some people, I think they said they made like a warship in the sky. It would make sense.
You know what's funny? Like I read a thing on Reddit and people were like, "This isn't Legend of Zelda as I remember it. Why did they make Legend of Zelda Fortnite?"
Oh, why did they?
Why
Why
did they
did they
make it
do that?
Fortnite?
Don't question it. Just don't question it.
Honestly,
oh, you
like I
made
can't
X
wait to play it. Like I'm still playing Breath of the Wild, but once I get to play Tears of the Kingdom, I can't wait to make all these stuff and just fail at it.
Is it hard to build stuff in there? I feel like it's more like once you understand certain items, it's easy. But like, is it still hard to build in there? At least to get to like do what you want.
Yeah, because most stuff usually fails from all the normal people that try to build stuff.
Yeah.
Unless like you're Giga Chad brain and you know how to engineer all that.
Apply fire here. It'd be interesting to see what you can build with it. I was telling one of my friends to build like a warship. He's like, I'll do that one day when I get there. I can't spell.
So
But I might think about getting it. It looks really nice, so I might think about it.
I mean, for $70, you get like so much content out of Tears of the Kingdom.
It's just I have a backlog of games to get through is the problem.
Just add that to the backlist. Just add that to the backlog. Just get it and
Bro,
then be like,
there's
I'm
so
gonna
many
play
games I
that
have in my
soon.
backlog that I haven't even finished. Like, there's so much, and I mean, and there's like new games coming out too. Like, one that I'm hyped for, which is gonna have to be put on hold because of delay, is Blue Protocol. They delayed the West release, but they're releasing it on the 15th of this month, actually for Japan side. So it's sad. I was so excited, but we won't get till
Blue
next year.
Protocol.
It's that anime MMORPG, basically JMMO blah blah RPG. You should have seen at least a couple of it, right? It's like the most hyped MMO
Oh,
recently.
this one.
Yeah. It was I was excited for until they said we're delaying y'all till next year. Oh, you don't know how sad we got because
This
I've
is
been
like
trying
the
to
most
recruit
weeb
people.
game I want to play. Why is it not out yet?
Oof.
Why is it coming 2024? Hello?
Well, they delayed our side, but that's kind of typical for like any game that's supposed to come to the global. They always usually release it early and like the east side. So and then we get like 6 to a year month later. It makes me sad. I was so excited. I want to do those. I don't know if you've seen like the 20 to 30 man raids with those world, or I don't know, the world events. Have you seen those videos?
I think so.
But like you just that's what makes it interesting. I was originally gonna play like the twin striker class, but then I said, you know what, I'm gonna go mage because I like camping in the back.
The mage
I used to prefer
class.
melees too in MMOs, but man, it's still kind of sad though. But hopefully by the time we get it, it's like a lot of the stuff that I know there are people complaining about in their last beta tests. Hopefully they addressed it and or like fix it, because they had like a beta test like earlier this year in spring, and like they can only get to level 20. I think that was like the level they were capped with. So like they're versing end game, not really end game, but like early mid game stuff. Like monsters were higher level than what their levels is and all that, because they can't get any higher past 20. So I heard some people complain about some stuff like that, but just because like a level difference kind of
I'm
kind of
back.
sucks. Welcome back.
Welcome
We're
back.
just talking about how sad we're about Blue Protocol.
Oh yeah.
You gonna
I heard
join us,
about it.
Iceman?
You Blue Protocol?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you join
Since you
us?
asked, since you invited me, I might. I'll probably check it out.
It's not until next year though. They delayed our release.
Yeah, it got delayed to 2024. I think I
Yeah,
shared
you
that
pinged
news with
me in
you.
it, and I wanted to cry
Yeah.
that day.
Wait. Blue
No.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Blue Archive. Or are they the same thing?
No, Blue Archive is that gotcha game.
Oh, okay.
That's the
okay.
one Cake tried to get. Well, Cake did get me to play it. It was okay, at least for me.
Okay.
But yeah, Blue Protocol is the MMO.
Okay, got you. Every time every time I'm in Cake's Discord, I see her Blue Protocol. I hear Blue Archive. I'm like, is it Blue Archive, Blue Protocol? Are they the same thing? I always get those confused. But don't mind me rambling. Just go. Let's continue on.
No, you're
While
fine.
we're on the topic of anime games, how do you
Oh
like
boy,
Star Rails, Honkai Star Rails?
Star Rails.
Yeah.
Honkai, I'm loving it.
It's good. The only thing that worries me, and it's just two things, just because we're not in game, obviously, we're still starting because it's been a month, right? Is the fact that the combat's kind of very simplistic, in my
It
opinion,
reminds me
for
of like
turn-based
Persona in terms of like
animation.
turn-based, but
I feel the
like,
same. Yeah.
See, I still prefer Personas more, 'cause it's more fleshed out, personally.
I
Because
feel like
there's something
Honkai
about
could do
Persona that made it
but
so addicting, other than the UI and the animation.
like if Honkai could make their UI a little bit more stylish, like it could become like their version of Persona.
It probably
I can
could.
see that.
It could, but with what they have now, they're not gonna do that.
Because Honkai reminded me of Persona, not their other title, because of just the battle mechanic was very similar to that, and it's like this is just Persona but more anime.
What do you mean they're both animes? How's
I
it both
mean,
anime and anime? How does that work?
One's just more anime than the other.
I don't know. Obviously, Persona's pretty anime as you can get.
I mean, yeah,
Story
that's
wise.
what I was gonna say. Like
The only difference that Star Wars is going more sci-fi route
sci-fi.
than
Yeah.
fantasy, where Persona went fantasy to modern.
Right.
Yeah, in Persona, I wanted to punch the cat every time it told me to go to bed.
Go to bed.
Ah, yeah.
Go to
Morgana.
bed.
Morgana. All of a sudden, Morgana's your parent now, telling you what to do, when you should do. Yeah, I wanted to. Every time.
You know what kills me, especially with when we're speaking of Persona, is
Mhm.
how do they this might be a spoiler for some people, just a heads up. For going from 5 to Royal, right? How the hell could they make one of the worst boss fight even worse on our basically or
Oh
Which
no,
rehash
boss
we're
fight?
version?
talking about Okumura.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, how did they make that fight way worse
I
on a newer version, bro?
I wanted to talk to Al. I want to talk to them about how do you make the easiest boss fight in the game? They were like, I bet they had a discussion. Like, how do you make? But everyone's saying, okay, this boss fight's too easy. How do you make it hard? Yeah.
Oh, it's
So all you have to do was like when he because in the original game or in the original Persona 5, all he would do is do that status thing that makes you hungry, and then the big bot that big bot would do that burger attack on you, and it would heal you if you were hungry instead of hurt you. That's all it did. Whereas in Royal, like he sends like he like changed all these like little other bots at you, and he would like target one of them, and if you didn't kill him, and this is what made it hard. Is like if you didn't kill that one bot within that turn, he would keep doing it and doing it. And on top of that, you're on a timer, so
yeah.
That
and on top of that, his dungeon is far worse than any other dungeon in that game.
Okay, that I agree with. His dungeon sucked.
Worst dungeon.
I was for design wise and gameplay wise, I would say that. Also, I would say technically Futaba's as well. Because of one enemy
dungeon
that you
reminded me
encounter.
of like Persona 4 dungeon though.
You didn't like Futaba's dungeon? Oh, you didn't like Futaba's dungeon, Kimmy?
Well, when I first played the original, right, there was one enemy that if you ran into it, you're basically screwed because you didn't have any of the weaknesses to it. And it was Anubis.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
He was the most annoying enemy to fight at the time.
That enemy, I think, had no weaknesses, but I do agree.
He had a weakness, and no, he didn't have any. And the only way I could cheese it was literally get Iris.
Right.
You should just absorb his attack.
Yeah,
he was
but in
the
terms
worst.
of like,
He made that run really terrible.
But in terms of like dungeon wise, Futaba's dungeon like was fun though.
I agree. It really was
puzzles
fun.
were like really fun to play.
It had binary in one of the puzzles.
Mm-hmm. And her backstory, and the backstory of leading while in the dungeon was really well done too.
You do realize though, for the Okumura and Haru's character, right? You know she was the last minute add-on, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was originally the actual. How many members they have? 8, 9, whatever.
8, 9.
The last character originally was Hifumi.
Uh-huh.
But then they switched it to make Haru instead.
The big forehead. That's all I see in Haru, the big forehead.
Yeah, I don't know the reason was for it, because that's why when I remember seeing Hifumi, I was like, when blindly playing, I was like, you could have been one of them, aren't you? And it's like, she wasn't, but she was like one of your confidants.
Confidants,
and then
yeah.
One of their, whatever, someone mentions like, yeah, she originally was, and then we made Haru. You're probably gonna hate me in 5 seconds right now. But yeah, Haru and her. That's why if you notice how Haru's thing changed, like her story wasn't as good. I wouldn't say as good. It's just not as fleshed out. It's because she was last minute. That's why if you notice how her story is, it's not as good as like the rest of theirs. It's because it's last minute.
Honestly, though, I can see that.
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, Kimmy, I do. Her story, and now that you mentioned it, yeah, she didn't get much. I feel like she wasn't spotlighted much in the game story.
Yeah, like you didn't see her till like more than halfway past like the original cast.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time seeing her, other than if you occasionally catch her at school, you know.
Right.
So that was actually the fun fact. I remember there was like you could have bought like a book from their production, their like early concept to production, basically. Like some of the characters don't look the same. Like Joker was apparently supposed to stay with Sai and Makoto originally. That was the original like start point, was you're gonna actually stay with Sai and Makoto. And I think Sai wasn't even a detective. She was something else. So there was a lot of changes. Especially the characters, there was a lot of changes to that. And then, they took them like how many years? 7 years before they finally dropped by. And now they're milking it. I'm
How
okay with
long
that
is
though.
it? Like, judging by how long it took them to drop P5, like I feel like P6 is not going to drop until like PlayStation 6.
I don't think they're worried about it at this point because they're just making the hell out of 5 right now.
They're already coming up with like a Persona 5 spinoff. Well,
Which one?
Another one?
that
Oh yeah,
Persona
the
5,
mobile
that
game.
mobile
There's a
game
mobile game coming out.
in Japan though,
I think
or
it's
is it
China.
Japan or China?
It's Japan, but I think you can get a
No, it's
release.
China.
They're actually gonna give like a downloadable port for it on PC, but it's mobile
It's
specific.
mobile China only, if I remember.
Is it China? I thought
Yeah,
it was
and then it's
Japan.
going to get ported over to PC sooner or later.
Oh, it's getting its port, yeah. But yeah, that's Persona 5. I think X is
Persona
what they call
5
it.
X, yeah.
You know, like I said, they're milking the hell.
Yeah. If there's gonna be a Persona 6, yeah, it probably won't be till
27? Yes.
yeah,
At
probably
minimal.
20 at yeah. Yeah, 2027. By the time the PS5 and the Xbox and everything will have the new consoles out.
Basically.
I think for Nintendo Switch, we're on the horizon of seeing a new, upgrade Switch
New
or
upgrade.
Switch 2. Because I feel like after Pikmin 4, I don't think they're going to have another big name drop, and then they're going to try to reveal their new console.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see the new consoles already dropping, because how many years has it been for 5? Like that gen?
For PS5, it's only been like a year, I think.
Yeah.
Year, 2 years.
Because the Switch has been out for about 6 years now.
Yeah. And they came out when I was in early college. So
yeah, so like if the Switch 2 comes out, like I hope it has like better graphics and maybe a 1080p display and 4K output. I mean, come on, if you could do that and then play Tears of the Kingdom on it, like holy Nintendo, like you guys need to do this.
That's a good point.
So yeah, for 6 to show up, good questions.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see P6 for a good while.
I hope they do a college version. I do want to see like how they interpret the college version, because it's interesting. Because they did like to do a lot of high school stuff, but I always want to see like their version of college in Japan.
What I want to see in P6 is like how they did in P3, a male and a female main character. You can choose, like how they did in P3, where you can be either male or female and then choose what path you want to go. Because I feel like that would just be
rip the
really
female
good.
until they decided to bring her back. You know, they retcon her for like I don't know how many years until they finally dropped Q2 for Persona, and then they finally said no, she's canon. You didn't realize that, right?
I never played P3, so I just think having 2 main characters would be fun for P6.
Oh yeah.
Or even have like a exclusively female protagonist. That's something that'd been another good thing. You know, I have not played P3 in a good while, and
I don't know if I can with the old.
But yeah,
system.
I think
That's my thing. Because Tartarus, I heard, was a pain in the ass in the original. So, which interesting too about the P3 port is why did they port the FES? I don't remember.
Yeah, they didn't do that. Why? It's like they ported the portable version, not the FES version.
Yeah, because there's a better version that has the answer, which is basically concluding the whole series, which they didn't port it. I was like, why would you port the most important part?
that's a good question. I mean,
Because,
I've heard some things is maybe it's because it's because like there's more content compared to FES, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never played Persona 3, so
well, Persona 3 had like the same thing like Gold and Royal brought, right? But it actually added another one that basically explained everything after that version.
From what
Basically
I've
another
heard
add-on, which the one they ported was not that version. It didn't conclude the actual content. That's why I was surprised they picked that one, the ported version, instead of the actual full version.
P3 Portable was, what do you call it? They ported that version because you can control your teammates. And
and that too, yeah.
And I heard that was like the biggest reason they did it. And it's like, but anime cutscenes.
You didn't like Mitsuri healing herself only, ignoring you dying in the background?
I want anime cutscenes.
I just remember memes about Mitsuri never healing the main protagonist, even though they were dying. Funny stuff.
All right, so we got like 15 minutes left into this recording. Kimmy's chat. Please go into what was it, the thing that she linked in the chat, and
it's
write down some questions for us. I know there's 2 people active here. Please write down any questions you guys want us to answer. And not on Twitter. It's
pinned in my chat. It should be at the top. It should be. If not, I'll just copy and repost it again. It's just a Google Doc. You can just type your questions here. But yeah, it's already been almost an hour. Damn. Just working on
while
things
we're waiting for questions to come in, the link I sent you for Acast, they're uploading for episodes is free. There's no like paywall to only upload 10 episodes. You can upload as many episodes you want through the link I gave you. You just make an account, rip the the MP3 off of your podcast episode, and then name it and upload it that way, and then link your Spotify and all that, and it tells you how to do it. Then it'll get uploaded on Spotify and all that. It's actually
that seems pretty easy and convenient.
Yeah. You have a lot of podcasts too on your YouTube channel. Also, make sure you go check out Iceland's YouTube channel and Pun's YouTube channel. You can post it in my chat right now.
On this Acast thing, there's an automatic submission, and then you just activate it, and then they'll give you a link for your own podcast page. So they make it really simple for you.
Appreciate it. That's what's up. Appreciate the legend. There's my YouTube, guys. Y'all help me out. Trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year.
Oh, where are you at right now?
We're at 155. So 45 more subs. I upload daily shorts, and my podcasts are there as well, and also some other content that I'm planning on doing in the future. So there's my YouTube link right there.
Let me drop my YouTube as well, because I do upload my own podcast.
Do it. I'll eventually post more animations on mine. I plan to start picking that up when I come back from my trip in July.
Where you going? Where you going again? Is it a cruise, you said, Kimmy?
Yeah. Cruising for bruising. It's family cruise every year. So.
All right, we got 2 questions in here. If
you
had one anime that could be turned into a game, what would it be?
Or a game? Oh, there's a lot of animes.
Ooh.
Time to start thinking.
Anime, if I had one anime that could be turned into a game.
Dude, her hard part about animes and games, right, is the fact you already know the story.
Right.
And so that's why they usually turn them into a gacha game. But if you can think of anime.
That could be a video game?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
I got one.
Go ahead, Kimmy. I'm still thinking.
The anime I would turn into a game is like Log Horizon. I don't know if y'all ever
Oh,
seen
that
that
would
one.
be good.
That one is basically basically stuck in MMO world, blah blah blah, fun stuff. The only difference compared to that, like SAO and all the others, that they actually try and to like implement themselves into said world and not just trying to escape. And if you die, you don't fully die; you just lose some memory. Spoilers, but it's interesting take on like how like the actual world system works in an MMO, at least their version of it. So I would like to see that one as like as a game. Also, I like MMOs anyways. Imagine that.
For me, an anime to turn into a video game would be a very cutesy anime where a girl wears a bear suit and she becomes OP powerful in the isekai world and make that a fighting game. It's called Kuma Kuma Bear Punch. It's literally what the title of the game is, but it's like I think that anime could lend itself well to be a good fighting game.
Kuma
Kuma what?
Kuma Kuma Bear.
Kuma Bear.
Kuma Bear.
It's a girl who gets isekai'd into a fantasy world, but she's only OP if she wears her bear suit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That reminds me too of another game too. Is Bofuri. I maxed out my defense so I wouldn't get hurt. That would be a fun one to get to into a
that
game.
one would be fun.
That would be so funny to break the game like that.
Let's see. For me, I will probably it will be I could see it as a JRPG of sorts. I would say Seven Deadly Sins. Now, granted, because like you could have Meliodas and everyone as party members. You could and their story is literally like a JRPG. So I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that be turned into like a JRPG or an RPG video game.
Ironically, Iceman, they are making one.
Oh, really?
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I've seen a video of it. Yeah, and there is like a gacha game too. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, Whittle, but there's also an actual gacha game of it too. But there was another one that they were compared to, like, again, Genshin, Breath of the Wild, because of the style. But there is a version of that. I just don't know where they're at right now with it.
I did not know that. That's interesting. Well, there you
Your
go.
dreams come true, Iceman.
All right. There's 2 questions here. The next question: what's your least favorite anime character and why? I already have one. Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. That anime is cringe. Fight me.
I think a lot of what the Tokyo Ghoul is cringe, to be honest.
I have not seen Tokyo Ghoul. I have not seen that.
Don't watch it. If
Is
you're
it really
12 years
that
old
bad?
and cringy, you'll love it. But if you're a grown ass adult, you will find it to be like, why is this? Who likes this stuff? Hey, person in chat, fight me.
Oh my!
Wait,
I think it just depends, because I think they isn't that version of Tokyo Ghoul like a different interpretation from the actual manga though.
And the manga's darker.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, there's a different interpretation. That's why they did like whatever version or whatever of it. I mean, another version.
I heard the manga's like good because there's no censorship. It's just full gore and dark and all that. The anime's just censored. It's made for 12-year-olds. It's like, why was this created?
Trying to think of my least favorite. I'm trying to think.
I'll be honest with you. I actually don't have one. Like a lot of the anime I watch, like even some of the joke characters, like I love them. I like them. I when I watch an anime, I mean, a lot of the anime I watch, I mean, there's no one character. Like, for me to have an anime character I hate, it has to be to a point where like they're so bad, like they don't fit the anime or anything. And every anime I've watched, every character that's in there, like fits the anime. So I actually don't have one. I don't have a least favorite.
I'm trying to think of mine because there was a couple, and I don't remember the animes and stuff, so I can't pull them on the top of my head. But they were just more of the annoying, and I wish you go die.
It can be,
but they won't do that.
Someone in chat is molding in the Tokyo Ghoul thing. I'm just saying it's a bad adaptation.
I can't think one at the top of my head.
I'm gonna say another one. Food Wars. Season 1, fine, it's good, it's watchable. The later seasons, it just become a shonen anime. It was supposed to be a cooking show. What is this?
Wait, so you didn't like all the? I know. I remember seeing like all the scenes where they, when they eat the food and then you get like
and then they get they have the foodgasms and all that.
It's a cooking anime show, right? And it's supposed to be like Iron Chef, and then in the latter seasons they're fucking what was it, cutting beef with a chainsaw? It's like, what did this anime turn into?
Entertainment.
I mean,
that is right. What he said. I don't know why he made him. Actually, I kind of know why he made him the trope, but he can go die in a hole for all I care.
That great kid from can y'all believe I still have not seen My Hero Academia?
Iceman.
I know.
You at least should have seen season 1, Iceman.
I have not even seen season 1 yet.
Iceman.
I know, Kimmy.
It's fun. It's literally one of those.
I've heard
animes.
I've always wanted to watch. I've always wanted to watch it. I never have the time these days.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. But him, yes, him. Why he existed? I don't know. He can go die in a hole first. That is a good one. I remember there was like some mainstream that I know that I just like. You can go die in a hole for all I care. I don't need.
Well, go. I mean, like even in Demon Souls, right? The electric sword kid, he's annoying, but was it Zenitsu, the one that
you don't like Zen?
Literally, I didn't like him originally until was it later on when it's like, oh, he's just powerful for no reason when he's not conscious.
Yeah, I mean, there's some characters, they get development like 20 million years on the road, but I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna get my stamp of approval. There's a hole. Go bury yourself.
Zenitsu was funny.
Zenzu is funny. It just takes a little bit because his trope is like he's always scared. Wants to run away till he passes out sleeping, and then he starts clapping hands. But
all right.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Last question here. Do you think in the future other countries will adapt the style of anime? Because I've seen other cartoons from other countries, but it doesn't come close. Well, I mean, Arcane. Have you guys seen that? Because I think that's as close as American anime we can get to anime.
It's hard to say because like you want to get the style, but then at the same time too, you can't establish yourself if you take someone else's or borrow. I want to say you borrow someone else, because then you don't stand as unique, so it doesn't stick as long. So like the two good examples is Edge Runner, Cyberpunk Edge Runner, and Arcane. They still technically follow the same style in the way, but it still has its own unique twist and taste to it. You know?
The thing with Edge Runner is it was made by a Japanese studio, so that doesn't count.
Oh.
Edge Runner was made by Studio Trigger, which is a Japanese studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an anime.
So
Arcane was made by a European studio.
Well, because that's Blue's version, that's why.
Oh. I haven't seen either of those. But
I haven't seen either, but I know Arcane. Arcane's literally League's characters.
Yeah. So. The only one I've seen is I know it's called Ruby, spelled RWBY.
Oh yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about. I've been disappointed a lot by it.
That one was okay at best. It was okay, but it was like an American-made anime.
Yes,
but it was okay for what it is.
It's okay for what it is. The plot holes, however,
are
the most biggest plot holes I've seen in any entertainment. For
Because they
Ruby
don't keep
has
track on
a
what they
plot
said.
hole where like they do one thing and then another thing, and then it's like, what happened in the middle? Why is there so much plot hole in this thing?
Because a lot of things changed when the original creator died. Because it was supposed to be just like fun action. Because I watched it because of the action, no other reason. If it got a good story, got a good story. But I was there for the action. That was I think most people who originally started were there for the action, and the story kind of had some good points here and there. And then obviously they lost track of it through a lot of seasons.
For me,
And I
I
mean a lot of
rewatched
seasons.
it from season 1 to season 3, and it's like good, it's fine. The creator of that show is still alive. From like 4 to 6, like I literally stopped watching after 5 because like
I stopped after
it
5.
doesn't make sense.
A lot of things don't make sense. I heard 9 was decent. The creator died actually in season 2. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, but he had most of the things written down and everything for
He didn't
season
do
3
the
to be
story.
coherent.
Monty didn't write the story. He only did the action scenes. It was Miles and Carrie who did the writing.
Oh, then their writing went to shit. They did Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because Monty would give inputs, but he mostly focused on the action. But that was mostly what he did. I could go on a rant for days on Ruby, though, to be honest. I could go for days. Because it was like because I follow Monty from his Death Fantasy content, and then Haploid. I don't know if you've heard of Haploid. Haploid? I think it was called Halo crossover with Metroid. Like, if you haven't seen what he's done, it's crazy what he created. Like he also worked with Red versus Blue, right? The end finale of season, was it 12 or 10? He finished the whole action scene, which is like 10 plus minutes and 19 hours. The whole final fight scene. And this fight scene had more than at least 20 different characters on the screen. He finished that thing in 19 hours.
Guys, we've hit the limit of an hour. We're past like 5 minutes an hour. So you guys want to shout out your own stuff on this recorded podcast so other people can find like your contents, your Twitch, your YouTube. Ice, you can go first for that.
Yeah. So y'all can follow me on Twitter at Prime Iceman. Iceman Prime everywhere else. Iceman Prime _ on Twitch and on TikTok. I stream usually every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Usually Monday through Friday. Oh, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is 7:00. Saturday the time varies. Sunday 11 a.m. And you can check me out. You can also have a Discord, and yeah. So y'all want to come chill with Iceman? There you go.
Nice.
All right, Kimmy, for your shout out.
You can follow me on my Twitch at KimmyNin, and then my Twitter and YouTube tags are KimmyNin Studios. Twitter's when I feel like posting. But YouTube's where I post most of my 3D art stuff. So you'll find my time lapse of some modeling and then some animations I plan to work on a lot of when July rolls around. So you can catch me there. And then I do have my Discord for y'all to check out. I have an art one and then also a gaming one. So depending on which one y'all want, they probably ran through my chat already, but you can follow me there as well.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining episode 3. It was fun talking. I really think we should do another one. Was it sooner
Part
or
2?
later? Yeah,
Part
we should
2,
do a
most
part 2.
definitely.
Because I feel like we can go for another hour or two for this, but like, I like to cap my stuff for my podcast. So
Nothing wrong with
definitely
that.
we'll do another part 2 soon.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And agreed.
All right, I'm going to stop recording.